Heath, GWS are a better side than Essendon. There'd be a lot of people out there, including me sitting here right now, wondering why you guys just don't play ballistic, go fast, go hard, go quick, because you win the game if you do that. Yet in the first half, you know, this really slow game, almost trying to manage the score of it. Why? Explain to the person out there why that happens.
There's an opposition out there, BT, and it doesn't. Yeah, there's another
but you're
team.
better. You're better. If you play fast, you will win.
I understand that, but the thing with you can't go a border gate for 100 minutes of the game, and
come on,
man. What a load of crap!
And there's defenders there that they get exposed, like 34-year-old backmen. They get exposed if you go a border gate and you turn it over. So at times you need to go slow, but I do understand where you're coming from. It does look better. It's a bit of better spectacle when the Giants are up and running and dominating. But at times, as I said, there's an opposition out there, and the momentum can swing, and they actually can set up well behind the ball or win the contested ball as well. There's a lot of things that go into footy, Brian.
Hey, Heath, I've got to tell you, I can see bristling here. There's a little bit of tension.
I didn't listen to any of that.
And I think it's all caused from you taking over roaming, Brian. Everyone's Twitter went off last night. Yes. It's been going off.
You've been on Twitter, have you?
You've been on twice now doing roaming, Brian, and the feedback that Channel 7 and everyone's got that you're better than him at it. There's a bit of tension. There's a bit of tension.
So Duck's backing over this a couple of times because no one laughed the first time or the second time except for Duck himself.
And last night, even Bruce was saying he was better.
What do you think you did a good job?
Oh, he did a great job.
It's a lot easier when obviously you know your teammates well, and there's a few little bits of inside information you can use.
Let's face it, you've only touched one small part of it, mate. You haven't viewed any officials. You haven't viewed anyone in the gallery. You haven't gone exploring in any nooks and crannies. All you've done is walk a couple of old dirty teammates, and mostly young guys who are easy to get anyway. What's wrong with you, Heath?
Oh, someone's cracked it.
There's no one else in the rooms. There's not allowed to be anyone else in the room, so I can only
go out and find
what I got.
He's just on that before we move on to something far more serious. Is it right that you weren't allowed to use the term roaming last night as well? Because that has been patented by Brian himself.
Oh, no.
Is that correct?
Oh, no.
No, I just prefer to use hovering Heath. Obviously, it's a bit of a better ring to it, that hovering Heath than roaming Brian.
And also, you found a new language too when you were roaming last night, Ida.
We might go to the skipper. Zach, get out of the way. You didn't do anything tonight. Come ti chiami?
Stefan Cornelio.
Mi chiamo. Mi chiamo Heath.
Sì.
Come stai?
Sì, tutto bene, tutto bene. Stasera tutto bene.
Stasera tutto bene?
Stasera, tonight.
Oh, tonight. You feel good tonight?
Tonight, yeah. Tonight, very good.
Well, I know one thing, BT can't talk it
Oh, Duck.
Just let it go.
That was good radio, Bill.
Well, no, that was Italian, and you're talking to the Italian rabbit.
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah, Cornelio in Italian is rabbit, and he's been learning Italian. I've been trying to learn Italian, but my attention span's about 3 minutes, so I'm finding it pretty hard, even in isolation. So there's something for you to learn, Brian.
I've seen you with a few frothies talking like that, at the Botanical Hotel one night.
Yeah, maybe a few. It definitely didn't make any sense, that's for sure.
Hey, Heath, have you got a Macca's card? We all got one here, thanks to our good friends at McDonald's. You used to get one, didn't you, when you were at Collingwood?
Yeah, well, at Collingwood, in my first couple of years, we got Macca's card, but mine got taken off me because my skin folds were too high, so I actually didn't get the privilege of having the McDonald's card, so a bit flat with that.
Well, didn't you shout the whole restaurant at City Road one day?
Oh.
Well, it was after a pretty good win. It might have been in the early hours of the morning, and there was a really long line. And I went to the front and I said, "I'll 50% off everyone's Maccas if you let me go in front. So I stood there for a while. I think about 20 people rolled through and got their 50% off, and they were pretty happy with that.
Hey, Heath, great chatting to you, mate. Well done last night. Keep it going.
Good stuff.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
He sure's a beauty.
Oh, he is.
And Bill, that card, you'll have got rid of that. I think it's too hunch.
You know what?
You'll have got rid of that in a week.
I've got no kids with me at the minute. All for old Papa. Papa's going to sit back and have the hot cakes and the shakes and everything else.
BT's magnetic strip, Jim. How long did this last?
He blew it up last time.
I tell you what, that's an old one, JB. You've run with that about.
No. Damo asked me. I answered the question.
On the Vietnamese rolls today, I spent $130.
Oh,
good.
Can you guys shout next week?
Yeah.
I expect the same expenditure.
No. Hey,
No,
what
you
about
won't get
Duck? How funny did Duck think he was during that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he was getting right off on himself.
If I don't actually know, I shouted last week. I don't know what it was, but if it's significantly less than 130, Bruce, sucked it.
It's about 65. It's about time you guys coughed up.
And bet you wouldn't have shouted. That would have been free.
For Hard Yakka, a history of hard, and for McDonald's, Triple M Rock.